They discarded you like you meant nothing. Then they couldn't stop watching to see if you'd noticed. The person who acted like you were disposable has spent every week since making sure you can still feel them in the room. Here's what nobody tells you about the discard. The coldness was the performance. The truth was everything they did after. If you truly meant nothing, they'd have let you disappear. Instead, they kept one eye on you the whole time. And that eye is the tell. They pushed you out of the relationship. They never left your orbit. 5 signs they're still circling. Same pattern, almost every time. The 5th is the one they'd deny to your face. And it's the one that proves what the first 4 only whisper. We'll get there. Before we go further, subscribe. We do this every week. The first one is quiet. They watch, but they never quite reach out. Their name sits at the top of your story views at 1 a.m. Supposedly the one who moved on, first to see 10 seconds of your Tuesday. A blank new profile follows you, then vanishes. A mutual friend mentions they asked about you. They memorized your schedule while telling everyone they forgot your name. Dr. Ramani Devasula calls this maintaining access. The discard ended the relationship. The surveillance kept running. People who are truly done with you don't know what you had for dinner. They do. 2. Then comes the message that looks like nothing. Saw this and thought of you. A song with no context. A happy birthday text from someone who let your last 3 slide by. Hope you're doing okay. Landing the exact week you'd finally gone 7 days without them in your head. It feels like warmth. Look closer. It's reconnaissance. A single reply is all they're after, because a reply tells them the line to you is still live. Kindness is just the packaging. What they're actually buying is access. Sign 3. The third one is louder, and it's aimed straight at you. Suddenly they're happy. Aggressively, publicly happy. The new person. The trip. The soft launch photo posted at the hour they know you scroll. It looks like they moved on without a backward glance. Watch what it actually is. Genuinely happy people don't perform their happiness. Every soft launch photo is a show with a single ticket holder. You. B.F. Skinner would recognize the move on sight. A lever, pulled again and again, to see if it still makes you flinch. Sign 4. The 4th sign you might never see directly. You'll only feel the aftershocks. While you're gluing yourself back together, they're rewriting the ending out loud. You were unstable. You were bitter. You couldn't let go. The word they reach for most is the one that describes them exactly. Obsessed. That's not clumsiness. They hand you their own behavior to carry, because if you're the one still hung up, nobody notices who's awake at 1 a.m. watching a stranger's Tuesday. They call you obsessed because naming it in you is the only way to not see it in themselves. Before the last one, you need the timing. Because the 5th sign isn't random. It runs on a schedule your body already knows. Skinner proved it with a lever and a pellet. A reward that arrives sometimes, unpredictably, pulls harder than a reward that arrives every single time. Donald Dutton and Susan Painter gave the relationship version a name. Traumatic bonding. The grip that forms when cruelty and relief take turns. Your nervous system learned to brace for the return, because sometimes, at the worst possible moment, the return came. So they wait. They wait for the exact point where you've almost stopped bracing. And that's when they knock. Sign 5. Here's the one they'd deny with their last breath. They don't come back when you're broken. A broken you is still theirs, still circling, still reachable. They come back the moment you're okay, the week you laughed without them, the photo where your eyes look clear, the quiet proof you're building the life the discard was meant to end. That's the tell. Your being okay is the blow they can't absorb. The narcissistic injury, A hit to the ego so intolerable, they'll do anything to undo it. The second they sense it, they start circling closer. Here's what all 5 come down to. They didn't lose you. They lost what you did for them. The way your attention held their whole sense of self together. You were the center of gravity they built a personality around. When you walked, that personality had nothing left to spin on. That's why they keep circling. Strip away the story, and what's left is simple. Call it obsession if you want. It's closer to a kind of falling, without something to orbit. They don't know what they are. So if they've resurfaced right as you started to breathe again, hear this clearly. That timing is not a coincidence, and it is not an invitation. It's confirmation you were never the disposable one. You're the gravity. You always were. The only thing that changed is that now you get to take it with you when you go. They can circle as long as they like. You don't have to look up. Which of the 5 made your stomach drop? Drop the number below. And if you want to tell me which one and why, I read every comment. And if someone you love keeps lying awake wondering why he came back the exact week she started to heal, send them this. It might be the first time anyone's put words to what she's been feeling in the dark. If this gave you language for something you've carried but couldn't explain, subscribe. We translate what your body already knows into language your mind can finally use. We do this every week.